You're watching National Streaming Sports, over 20 podcasts, 70 shows, and a 3.5-star rating on Roku TV.
I'm here. I am watching. It's amazing because I normally, hey, Bruce, back in the States, but I'll be back home. Okay, good. Hey, Bruce, you were, that's where I saw you when we, on that video, right? You did the video up over in the Philippines. Welcome back, Bruce. Oh, I was just saying, shit, pardon me. I was like nap tired, like around an hour and a half ago. And I was finishing up, putzing around between the, again, I've just been cleaning up and around the house. It's an ongoing project. But at least watch, this is amazing. I watched the ending of the PGA tournament, which went to like the fifth. It was the fifth hole, and I saw that. That woke me up a little bit and going back and forth. Actually, if you look at my steps, I have 7,044 steps today. And I didn't even go for a walk. I'll do that tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow I have to go get an early blood draw, so no food, no drink after midnight. So I got to go get poked early. Then I got to go to the driver's license office for bullshit. Then I'm going to a music repair shop to see if I can get some things repaired. And the, I got pavers, guys doing pavers. They're coming over to the house to finish. And this I can't wait for. I got pavers in the back, going out my lanai so I can actually put my barbecue grill outside. I have to take it in during hurricanes, of course. There's my girl Dory, and Velvet's here. So we got two beautiful ladies here tonight. Thank goodness, thank goodness. Hopefully we'll have more of a crowd. I know Dory was saying before, it's like, where is everybody? Well, you're here, sweetie, and Velvet's here. So Velvet, I mean, that's good. Bruce is here. We're having a party. Eventually, I would think, Bob Standard's here as well. Eventually, I would think that we're going to have Matt Marinovich pop in. And then once Matt Marinovich pops in, then it's an official show. So we are down to, what is it, the kicks? Costa Rica's first. Penalty kicks, goal kicks. Costa Rica scores 1. So, and they stated that the Americans have never lost to Costa Rica. So, but they're down 1-0 on penalty kicks. I mean, and this is for the Gold Cup. I mean, for the Gold Cup, you got to win this one to go to the next round. At least, I think they said at least the Americans get a bye because they're hosting. So they will be in the event. But, you know, you'd like to obviously think that, you know, you got to win. Got to win. Okay. I don't know who that was, but it was a kind of like a sneaky shot, but he got a goal. Like he started, and then drew. Like start, kind of like fake the goalie out to see where he was. The goalie got a hand on it, but not enough. So I'm watching soccer. I turned the baseball game on, and the Tigers were beating the Twins pretty handily. I'll go back to that once this is done. So we'll see. Costa Ricans are up from this goal thing. Phillies are in first place by a 1.5 games. That's important. Oh, nice. The American goalie did stop the second Costa Rican shot. So goalie's name is Freeze. Or Freeze, I'm not sure. But he stopped it. Every one of those shots you block, obviously, is very important at this point. This is exciting. And it's amazing that I'm saying that a soccer game is exciting. Soccer games are exciting when it's like this. When it's penalty kicks or extra time kicks, whatever you call it. This is what makes it exciting. Because you have like 90 minutes mostly of boring. But United States, so you have to say, what is it? After yawn. United States was up 2-1 with about 20 minutes to play. And Costa Ricans just kept, going at it. US just got another goal. So they're up 2-1 on penalty kicks. Yeah, Dory, this is the side view. You got the front view here, you got the side view here. And and Dory's on Instagram. I tell people if you want to see the whole show, go over to Instagram. If you want a special view, go to my OnlyFans. Go to my OnlyFans. I'm actually thinking of having an OnlyFans. I keep telling people about it. So if the Americans stop and then the Americans got to stop this kick. And if they get the next kick, then they win. I think it's like an automatic. We'll see. Same thing. Vander Putin from Costa Rica got the American goalie Freeze got his fingers on it, but not enough to keep it out. Got it in his fingers, but not enough. So now it's 2-2 as the Americans go back for their third kick. So you got to keep the pressure on. Got to keep the pressure on. I don't know who this. I know that they were talking about this one kid saying that he and his father and his grandfather, they were all members of the U.S. team. So I think he's like third generation American. Oh, over the goal, a miss. Jimmy Farrell, how you doing? So it's 2-2 with I don't know what the kid's name is. Waddle leg over the goal. Too much. So two more shots. Who's playing? The Americans are playing Costa Rica, or Costa Rica, I believe. Technically, that is correct. So Costa Ricans are on their fourth shot. It's 2-2 with each country missing one. So okay, got it. The Americans have never lost to Costa Rica, according to the announcer. And Costa Rica, with their goal, now up 3-2. It was just too much. CONCACAF Gold Cup. Yep, the U.S. goalie got some hands on it, but not enough to keep it out. So Costa Rica's up 3-2. See if the Americans can tie it. A lot of pressure. You see a lot of pressure. I'll open it up since we got some things to talk about. I want to watch. This is. Yes. The stutter. The kid's name is Freeman. The little stutter step, stutter and then go and then pop, boom, tied up 3-3. Stutter and then just pop. Nice. So 3-3. Costa Rica with their fifth shot upcoming. Okay. Come on, man. This is very edgy right now. Got to stop this one. By the way, I put my microphone closer. Is it better to hear me? Can you hear me better? I'm thinking you can, but I just want to make sure. 10 viewers watching. Cool. I'm letting you know what's going on. Fifth, and it might be the fifth and final shot for Costa Rica. Much respect to you as well, Marcus. Good to see you. Oh! Great save! It's on Fox. It's on Fox. Sharif. Arr, you bastard. So, the Americans Great save. I mean, knocked it the fuck back out the guy. Yeah. So now it's the final shot in the United States. Fifth shot. You get a goal, you win. Okay. Tolkien is the kid. So Tolkien looks like a young kid. And goalie's coming out a little bit. Kind of like, remember in the movie, was it the Victory movie where the German guy, Franz Greckenbrocker or whatever, goes up and just gets in Stallone's face. Gets in his face. Didn't bother Sly. Okay, here it is. Fifth shot. Kid's a left-footed kicker. Oh! Rejected. 3-3, 2 rejections. Fuck. That was a hell of a save by Navas. It looked like, oh man, it looked like it was there. And it was, the goalie went over, kind of like did a swim move to block it. It's on Fox. Wow. So I mean, obviously you got to have a winner. Okay. Costa Rica's up again. I think basically now you get a goal, you win type thing. Another save. Okay. Maybe you're ahead of me, Jimmy. Maybe you're ahead of me. It still hasn't occurred here. Okay. Yeah, Jimmy, you must be ahead of me. So Breeze got the save. Jimmy, don't say anything. Don't put anything because you're ahead of me in the feed. Your feed is ahead of me. Don't say anything. Okay. Okay, don't say anything. The Americans are back. I think if the Americans get a goal, they win. I don't know. We'll find out in a minute. That's goal. 4-3. And the way everybody is final. America wins. 4-3 on PK. 4-3 on PK. The United States beats Costa Rica. Wow. That's friggin' awesome. Because what else are you going to do on a Sunday? Like I said, there's really not a lot on. Raider E73, good to see you. So the United States on penalty kicks beats Costa Rica 4-3. I'm sorry, Jimmy. I just didn't want you. No, it's not in Allegiant. It's at it's somewhere in I think if they said Minneapolis. So I think let me see. The Vikings play indoors. So I think it's where the Twins might be playing because it's open air. It's an open air stadium. So maybe it's where the Twins are playing because aren't the Twins playing the Tigers in Detroit? Because I just saw them on. Okay, let's see here. Twins at Tigers. So there we go. Yeah, Twins at Tigers. So while the Twins are losing to Detroit 3-0 in Detroit in the bottom of the eighth, you get a really I know, Jimmy, but it's an outdoor stadium. Okay? It's an outdoor stadium because I saw sun. So I'm thinking it's where the Twins play because it's an outdoor stadium. So the United States wins. Bottom of the eighth here, 2 outs. Two on the batter. I mean, like I said, Minnesota's losing this one 3-0. They're losing 3-0. There's really, I mean, what else is there to watch, right? Okay, let's see here. And I don't see anything else. When this is over, this is bottom of the eighth, man. So basically, you got another half inning unless Minnesota scores 3. There ain't shit to watch, man. This is the doldrums of the sun. This is the doldrums of the summer. I got Fast and Furious 6, which I'll probably put on just because there's nothing else on. Your thoughts on the hockey draft? I got it. I watched, or sorry, I shouldn't say this. I taped it. I think the Islanders had the first pick. Did they get that kid that everybody was raving about? The Islanders had the first pick, right? I know that the Flyers had like 3 picks. Flyers had 3 picks in the first round. The only reason why I know that was because Positive Philly was telling me this. Hey, Jeff's here. Salute to you as well. Jimmy Farrell confirms that the Islanders had the first pick. They got the kid that everybody thought was going to be the very first pick, right? So he's supposed to be a stud. Everybody, I mean, if you're the first pick in the draft, like I said, Connor McDavid was, Gretzky, of course, was. I think Sidney Crosby was. First picks are the shiznit, right, for the draft. So you better not miss out on that one. So look, yeah, this is Fast and Furious 6. So the guy that the British guy just got taken in by. Oh, of course they run to a commercial. Oh, that commercial was premature. So now they're showing like back and forth. Shalom to you, Shabbat Shalom, Bishop. Happy Sunday. Did you get your ticket for the Raider Pats game? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I have a front row ticket with DJ, Raiders ring hat, DJ at it's by where the Patriots come out of their tunnel, so it's in that corner of the end zone. So I got that ticket. Other than that, Jimmy Farrell, I gotta watch the draft. His billet mother and real mom died same year within months of his billet mother. What's billet mother? Billet mother? Birth mother, maybe? Birth mother and real mom? I don't know. That's a got to be a misspelling. I don't know what that means. Oh, so you got your ticket? Damn, okay. Yes. I got my ticket. That much I got. Gonna be a nice ride up into Connecticut. So tickets are gotten. Got to make some other, some of the other right. There's really nothing. I just got some do this, do that. It's a military mom term. Billet mother. I'm in the military, Jimmy Farrell, and I've never heard of a billet mother. Oh yeah, Jeff, I got the ticket. Yeah, I got the ticket. Billet mother. Never heard of it. I know what a billet number is. A billet is a position. It's a job position. Okay, that's what a billet is. Never heard of a billet mom. That's what I'm saying. I've never heard of a billet mom. I'll Google it. Okay, matter of fact, I got nothing. I did tell you the lead would grow in on West Side. Okay, yeah, great. Big fucking deal. Let me see. It's the end of June. It's not September. I could give a flying fuck. Phillies are in first place. Dodgers are in first place. Okay. It's the end of June. Got a lot of baseball yet. We haven't even played the All-Star game. And since you spoke to me, how big did the lead grow? What, 2 games? 3 games? In fact, let's look. Okay. Because Bishop's getting all cocky. I gotta move my microphone in order to use my gotta move the microphone in order to use my keyboard. Okay. MLB standings. MLB standings. Okay, let's see here. See more. Come on. All right. Yankees are up by a game and a half. Tigers are up by. Come on, man. Why did you do that? Okay, Yankees are up by a game and a half. Tigers are up by 11. Houston, which is the team in baseball, is up by 6.5. Phillies are up by a game and a half, just like the Yankees. Cubs are up by 2. Oh, Dodgers are only up by 7. They're not better than the Tigers. Tigers are the best team in baseball, up by 11 games. And Houston is almost as good as the Doyers, up by 6.5. Astros got 50 wins. Dodgers got 53. Phillies have 49. Okay. They're up by 11 games, the Tigers. So what are you saying? Okay, so they were up by 6, and now they're up by 7. So they gained a game. Woo! Wow. Gained a whole game. They were up by 6, and now they're up by 7. Woo! A whole game. And now, and you proclaimed that what 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, so they've gained a game in 2 or 3 weeks. Wow, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Not impressed. Not impressed. It all comes down to who goes to the series. The way the Astros are playing, or the Tigers for that matter, looks like they're the best team in the American League, right? So those are the two best teams in the American League. I think technically, the Phillies and the Cubs are both tied with the same record, 49 and 35. So the Dodgers are the best team in the National League, but who is the other best team? I don't know. Between the Cubs and the Phillies. Phillies got to play the Padres starting tomorrow. So if the Phillies win, that will help you. Who do the Dodgers play? Oh, White Sox. Play at the White Sox. Or are they playing now? So next game. Chicago White Sox. So how are the White Sox? Oh, they suck. So the Dodgers are going to gain some games because they're playing the White Sox at home. They'll win several of those. Padres are playing the Phillies. They almost have the same record. Padres with 45 wins, Phillies with 49. Streak of the Phillies last 10, 5-5. Padres last 10, 6-4. That's pretty much the same there. Like I said, there's a lot of time left. A billet mom is a woman who provides housing, meals, and support to a young hockey player who has moved away from home to play for a team, often in a junior or minor league. Okay, a billet is actually the proper term. A billet is your job, your location. A billet is actually a bed. So okay, I've never heard it applied to a level in hockey. But thank you for that clarification. Makes sense because the billet is actually Iraq, not Iraq, the country, Iraq, a place to sleep. That's what a billet is. So the mom he was staying with while he was in juniors and his mom both died within a month of each other. That sucks. Wrong. The last time they were tied for first, then the league grew. I just said, how many games was it? So that it's grown to 7 games. I'm a little more impressed. But you said the lead was 6 and now it's 7, which would be 1. I can count. So, let's see here. Let's show. Put the comments on. See, the next time we get a comment, it'll be in the right corner. It'll be right over. Well, right here. Comments will go here. Next time we get a comment, put the comments on it. But pardon me for not doing it. Right now, this portion of the Fast and the Furious, you got Paul Walker fighting the English guy. And you got, what do you call it? Vin Diesel just knocked over some shit. which took the guy that Paul Walker was fighting. And dude was huge. So now this is the runway scene. This is the runway scene. Yes, this scene's pretty cool. Where they get into, in case you missed this movie, they have the ramp down, so they're backing off. They get in their cars and they're rolling off the back of the plane. Snell, Glasnow, Kuroki, and a reliever come back next month. Realistically, who will beat them? Hey, it's a series. It's a series. Glasnow sucks, by the way. So that guy, I'm not really here. I know all about Tyler Glasnow. Glasnow does not really rock the meter for me. Okay, Phillies have, let's see here. Nola's coming back. They got Wheeler. They got Christopher Sanchez. They got Ranger Suarez. And they got Luzardo. So you're going to say that shit. I got my 5. You got your 5. Who can beat them? The Phillies can. You can go pitcher for pitcher. I'll throw my 5 at your 5. It's a series. And it's really about inopportune pitches. Ohtani, okay. Again, big fucking deal. It's a series. If they win, great. But it's not guaranteed. You're saying that it is guaranteed. It is guaranteed that the Dodgers are going to win a series. Because you says that these guys are coming back from injury, right? What's to say they don't get injured again? Shit happens, especially Glasnow. Glasnow is fucking glass. He's made of glass. That's why his first name is Glasnow, because he's made of glass. Bruce is a Dodgers fan too. Good. But Glasnow has his name for a reason. He's made of glass. So we'll see. This portion I like. Like I said, this is a good action. I like the Fast and Furious movies. Okay, well, wait, Bishop, you got your thoughts. You got your thoughts. If you got your thoughts, then buy the lottery tickets, right? Because you got the thoughts. I'm just saying, if you got your thoughts, hey, that's great. That's great. Thank you for saying, Bruce, saying what I was thinking. For us, I don't know. I can't remember who they got rid of, but the Rays probably won that trade. What the hell happened to the Mets this weekend? They ran into a buzzsaw called the Pirates. So, by the way, Bishop, you can have a great team, and I'll call them great, a great team like the Mets go into Pittsburgh and get swept. Shit happens. The bats go down. Phillies went into Houston. Like I said, they were the best team recently, and they got swept. Because stuff happened. And thank you for saying this again. Bruce is telling things that I know. Glass now is brittle. He is brittle. That's why he's always on the injured list. Once a year. Once a year, he's on the injured list. But if the Phillies will hopefully help you out, and they will continue to win. They can win some games against the Padres. That'll help you out. Because you're playing the White Sox, which is a really crappy team, in Chavez at home. So you should win some games there. You probably take 2 out of 3, if not sweep them. But stuff happens. John Wayne, 24, is over there on Instagram. Thank you for being here. Come on over to YouTube, John. Because otherwise, you're listening to me and Bishop have an argument. I will say this though: I enjoy this argument a hell of a lot more than arguing, or not even arguing, but having to get in the middle of a grade school pissing match between a troll and a bunch of us Raider fans. I would at least say that's more entertaining. Send you a text about your Saturday. Yeah, I saw that, Jimmy Farrell. What was, and I'll pass this on to everybody. There, okay, now we have an official show. Matt Marinovich is here. Ahoy you as well. Jimmy Farrell is reminding people that whoever wasn't Saturday, probably would have been Thursday, was Tom T3 Tom Jones was talking about what we were all talking about. We were all talking about the Wilkins thing. And Jimmy Farrell's like, oh my God, what are we going to do with Wilkins? Wilkins is gone for this season. Didn't you send me that? You gave me that test. What are we going to do because Wilkins is gone for the season? You were the one that said, what are we going to do, Jimmy Farrell? It was you. I remember that. I got the receipts on that. Jimmy Farrell talks about Wilkinson. There you go. Isn't it amazing, this scene? Oh, yeah. Bye, bitch. I will say this. They were talking about, and now this is amazing. This whole scene, the fight scene, where they're having a match in the back of a Russian Condor, which is a transport aircraft like a C-5, right? And they're having this fight scene while the aircraft is ready to take off on a runway. And all of this is occurring. I would have to say, and this is funny, because think about it. You are an airplane that is the largest type airplane in the world for transport. And you're on a runway, and the entire fight scene is going on while this is happening. How long is that runway? That runway would have to be as long as the Salt Flats in California. where they do, the speed, the speed things with, the cars that break the speed records. I can't remember what the Salt Flats all are, but it's in California. This runway would have to be that long for all of this to happen while they're going down the runway. It's inconceivable. It's bullshit, is what I'm saying. It's fun. It's fun. It's just not realistic. It's just not realistic. It's fun to watch. It is fun to watch, but it's just not realistic. So anyway, sometimes you watch the stuff. Meanwhile, Vin Diesel just saw the English guy get ejected from the car. It's going down the same runway, and now he's finally got to jump out while the aircraft is in flames, and Vin Diesel has got to get out of this Condor. I don't remember the nomenclature, but I know it's a Condor, which is the largest transport aircraft in the world. And we're watching this. And heroically, Vin Diesel gets out of in the car, out the front of the burning Condor. Meanwhile, and I can't remember her name, but she was the Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot. She dies while the Japanese guy was trying to hold on to her. So Gal Gadot or Gal Gadot, I got to remember how to pronounce that. Yeah, Vin Diesel sucks. I will put this in there. But you know what? He's famous. He's got a lot of money. Keanu Reeves is not one of the best actors either, but he's famous. He's got a lot of money. I'm not famous. I've been in a movie or two. I don't have a lot of money. Yeah, Jimmy, I'm sure you probably can act better. You can act better than Vin Diesel, and I can act better than Keanu Reeves and Vin Diesel. I agree with you there. They got the roles, dude. They got the roles. Okay, Keanu Reeves is a better actor than Vin Diesel. Okay, yes. But not by much. Not by much. This is where we learn that. And is it Gal Gadot or Gal Gadot? That's my question of the night. Let's see how to pronounce. Let's see. I'm going to say, how do you pronounce? Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot name. Okay, that came up. Okay. Like Gal, the longer A sound, and Godot, with a soft T, not a strong T like a. Okay, so it's Gal Gadot. The first name similar to Gal is in Galcon. The last name is pronounced with a soft T, similar to boat or dotes, according to GQ. So Gal Gadot. It's kind of French sounding. T is pronounced with softly, not with a sharp. So okay, Gal Gadot. Oh, you can actually watch her pronounce her own name on a YouTube thing. How to pronounce Gal Gadot's name with an Israeli accent? Well, that would be. But this is what you do when you're on a show. Hey, there you go, Danny, talking about U.S. soccer. Danny Burrow 147 Sport USA. I was watching it. Ed, not much is happening. I have you're a little bit late to the game, so I had the guys who are doing my pavers came out today. So I got a start on that. And while Ed, it's fine. But you're here. It's not like you're going to lose your Ed points. Got you at the show tonight. Let's get this thing going. There you go. But we were talking about Ed. I'll try to catch you up. Okay. We spoke about U.S. soccer, about their thrilling win 4-3 in PK penalty kicks over Costa Rica. Costa Rica tied it with 20 minutes left in regulation. They played a little bit of stoppage time, and then in penalty kicks, the U.S. won 4-3. So that happened. I read that Costa Rica's goalkeeper was one of the coolest. Yeah, he looked like a pretty cool guy. What's soccer asking for? Hey, it's hey, we won. We won, Ed. And there was nothing else on because the Tigers were beating the crap out of the Twins. And we had a little bit, we were talking about how do you pronounce Gal Gadot's name? Gal Gadot. It's Gal Gadot, but it's not like the T is soft. Bishop and I were arguing about, he was saying how there's nobody that's going to stop the Dodgers. And I said, okay, it's the end of June. And he said, well, we're getting all our pitchers back. I said, well, they were injured. They might get injured again. I think the Phillies are going to take, hopefully will take at least two of three, if not sweep the Padres, which will help the Dodgers out. That will help the Dodgers out because the Dodgers are playing the White Sox, who's actually a pretty crappy team at Chavez. So that should help. But again, it's nothing. And I said, if you know these things, Bishop, then why are you here and not getting your tickets for the lottery? Because you can see things. How many wins Gino will get, and at what game he is a season-ending. That's shame on you, Ed. Shame on you for that. Those hot dogs look good in the grill. And I tell you what, and we were talking about this the other night with Tom. You saw the show we had with Tom, right? I think and it's very likely that Cam Miller is going to eventually be the number 2 quarterback. I can see that Cam Miller will be the number 2 quarterback eventually. They're not going to put him on the practice squad. They're not going to do that. Oh, that you even knew what my next question was. I think that AOC will be the backup until such a time that they feel confident that Cam Miller can be the backup. And maybe Cam Miller gets put on the IR to start the season. That might happen. You get put on the IR, and then you have to have so many games that you're injured, and so you can't come back until like week 8 or something. That might happen. Or they actually they keep that he's on the 53 because they don't want to lose him on the practice squad. If anybody, AOC might be on the practice squad. Yeah. Because Cam Miller, this is something we can argue about. I don't think that Cam Miller is going to be on the practice squad. Aren't you supposed to be on the road right about now? Yeah, Velvet, I was supposed to be up in Sacramento. Yeah, I was supposed to be up in Sacramento about now, but unfortunately, my buddy had surgery last week, and we had to cank that. So because he had surgery, I wasn't able to come out to California, or I would be on my way. I would have spent a week in LA, and then I would be on the road to Sacramento. No, it's not your fault, Ed. Not your fault. You had surgery. And by the way, like I said, my steps today, and my knees are killing me. My knees are killing me. Because I didn't have my wraps on today. I'm doing a lot of walking in and around the house. So the pavers are going to be done tomorrow. Danny Bro, thank you for putting this up. There you go. Final match take place in Houston, Texas on July 6th. Geez, like every time the country welcomes outsiders to soccer, it runs through the 4th of July. That's okay, Danny. We're still playing. What is this? Is this a... Oh, okay. This is like Tokyo Drift stuff. Okay. This is like the Japanese guy from the movie is back in Tokyo. Is this the scene where Jason Statham kills him? I think this might be. Because he goes out, gets into an accident. Yeah, he gets into an accident, gets flipped over, and yep, Jason Statham gets out of his car. Throws the necklace for Vin Diesel's. He had Vin Diesel's girlfriend's necklace in his hand. Throw. And then, then it was the fire came. So yeah, he was killed that way. No, it's not this pleasure. It's just I'm being too stupid to think, can be the guy that gets it. Well, Ed, maybe. Stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened. C. Des MW. Oh, I know who that is. How you doing, darn? That's Mercedes. Good to see you, Mercedes. Come on over to YouTube. It's good to see Mercedes over there. Grew for yards and all that, but why all of a sudden, boom, he gets to say, why not, Ed? Didn't he take the Seahawks to the playoffs with a lesser team? And we're a better team. Find out what's on TV. Let's see. Okay, it's 10 o'clock. I don't watch the news. Okay. Oh, NCIS. Ed Winchell knows that I like the NCIS. So NCIS is on season 12, episode 2. So was the beginning. Oh, I remember this. They find the body in the bush. Yeah, they find the body in the bushes. That girl looks familiar, though. See if I can. She looks, the little girl, oh, yeah, 2014? Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, shit. This is on Emily Wickersham on this episode. Carol, again, Dennis. Okay, let's see here. Guest star. John Herb. Wow, he was born in Sony. Kim Shaw. Okay. Mara Washington. Oh, I guess the this is when the director is to his rehab. I mean, if any of these people panned out, the guest stars. I don't see anything, but I'll put NCIS on because it's 10 o'clock. There's really nothing else to do. Yeah, okay. I want to see Big Bud. If we get to the playoffs, I'm buying everyone here. But okay, Ed's buying us here. And Matt reminds us, and this is what I wait. Gino's had 4,000 yards last year with a near 70% completion on a horrible. Thank you for saying what I was thinking. I'm waiting to hear from Gino's friend Matt. Okay, cool. And yeah, he is arguably a top 10 quarterback. I'll give him that. Wow, Tony Gonzalez is in this episode. I remember Tony Gonzalez played an NCIS aide, like an understudy or an apprentice type thing, like a program. So 2014. As I suspected, like I said, this is where the they found the the DC cop was hitting on Emily Wickersham, trying to see if that no he was hitting on Paulette. What was the girl's name that ran the lab? Yeah, Velvet, we'll let you know. Velvet, when I'm on my way out there. And if I want to get back to Vegas, I'll let Bishop know so we can argue more about his Dodgers. Drew believe you're better coach and team. Yeah, there you go. I think that. Top 10 quarterbacks for the Raiders end up being 20. Yeah, and well, here's the thing. Rich Gannon won the MVP, right? He won the MVP. He got us to a Super Bowl. We got wiped. But, granted, I don't think he was a top 10 quarterback, but he became a top 10 quarterback. So things can happen. And see, the Base Bishop and I agree on one thing, and we're not at odds. Pete's the best coach we've had in forever. In fact, here's the question. And by the way, if you want to come into the show, I was so, get so caught up talking to Bishop, this Dodger thing. See, you should have said, where's the friggin' link? There you go. Link is there. Come into the show. I got so flustered. Come into the show. There's the link. Because we only got about 45, 50 minutes to go. Now, after the show tonight, I will eat something quickly. I will take my meds. And I got to go to bed because I got to get up early in order to do the blood test. Got to be one of those, ones where it's early in the morning and no sugar, no food, no nothing. Get that done. Then I go to the driver's license office, and then I got to go to the people that might be able to fix my Bose. I have an old basic system that I got from my mom when she died, and it was working like a charm. And then it had an error message. And of course, it's not under warranty. So I got to see if it can be fixed. And that's going to cost me $90 just to see if it can be fixed. If it can't be fixed, then I send it to Bose. I send it back to Bose. And get this, I know they'll fix it. And they'll ship it out. But anyway, I ship it back to Bose, and they give me like $120 off on a set of speakers that they have out for me. Yeah, I'm not. I said I'm not on the super hype train, but that's why I said a good season for us is 8-9 wins. 8-9 wins is a good season. Lil C60SS, good to see you. Come on over to YouTube. I'll put the YouTube address on here again. So you come over to YouTube. Come over to YouTube. I'll put the YouTube. So come over to YouTube. If you're on Instagram, if you're watching the show on YouTube or Facebook, I put the link up there. So come over to YouTube. There's the link. There's the link there. Come over to YouTube. Last season 7 looked reasonable and shit had happened again. Yeah, I know. We had a shitty team. Hit the link. I've already did my required hour for the Northeast Streaming Sports Channel. Let me ask a question. If you would like to come into the show, hit the comments. Now, I can't see it on my personal page on Facebook. If you want to come into the show, either from Instagram, from Facebook, or from Twitch, make a comment, because this way we'll know if somebody's going to come into the show. Yeah, and I know you. Yeah, I'm not getting super. That's why I said my what makes me feel good is got to be at least 7. Got to have at least 7 wins, and I think we can do 7 wins. What is the, and Matt Marinos will probably pull this. Matt, what is Pete Carroll's minimum win total when he gets to a team his first year? It's 7. It's 7 wins. I think that Pete Carroll led team first year minimum, I think, is 7 wins. I believe that's it. It's 7 wins. And yeah, he wants a Super Bowl. I won a Super Bowl. The friggin' ketchup and mustard Chiefs have 4. And 1 with Hank Stram and Patrick Kermit Darlene Fucktwat Mahomes has 3. So you have 4 Super Bowls. Oh yeah, I get that. I get that, Ed. That's why I said if Gino plays up the capabilities, 9-10 wins, yeah. That is realistic. Yeah, I got you. When does the season go the Raiders' way? If you're gonna come into the show, I got the Chiefs as our division. Wow. Okay. Okay, I got to ask, Bishop. Ask if the Chiefs miss the playoffs. Who wins our division? Because I have top to bottom, the winner and the last place team not being 4 games separated at most. At most, 4 games. 4 game separation. Ed thinks the Chargers going to win the West. I honestly think Denver's going to win. Now it's definitely an official show. Furpo's in here. Marinovich is in here. Show's official. Jimmy Furpo with his Raiders. Matt Marinovich with his comments. I got Denver winning. The Bishop says, and I'm thinking this is in order. Broncos win the division. The Raiders in second. The Chargers are in third. And the Chiefs are in last. I have the Broncos winning the division. I think that it's going to be a toss-up between everybody else. Yes, Jimmy Farrell. I still believe the Broncos are going to win the division. Yes. I said it. I'm not backing off of that. Sean Payton will bring that team up. I think personally that Jim Harbaugh is going to take the team down. I think that Pete Carroll is going to bring the Raiders up considerably. And I think the Chiefs are going to run out of gas. They'll still be a good team. They'll still have, 8, 9, 10 wins. But will it be enough? Why? Sean Payton, and this is his 3rd or 4th year with the Broncos. He finally has his quarterback. They have a decent, and their defense is stacked. Their defense is stacked. At getting high, drunk talk. Casey coming in last. Yeah, but somebody's got to come in last. That's why I said from top to bottom, I think no more than 4 games between the first place team and the last place team. Homes again this year, everybody coming for him like the Eagles. Yeah. You don't see Bo Nix? Okay. Honestly, okay, here's the thing, Jimmy. Did anybody really see what was the kid's name? The Drew Brees? Did anybody really see Drew Brees being that much of a difference in New Orleans? Really? How come Buffalo doesn't play the Vegas Raiders this year? Hey, Jeff, welcome to Instagram. I'll tell you why, Jeff. Buffalo came in first. The Raiders came in fourth. That's one reason why. The second reason why is that the AFC West is playing, let's see, who are we playing for the AFC division this year? Okay. It's not the East. No, it's not the East. They're playing the North this year. With the Raiders playing the North, so they're playing the Steelers, the Bengals, the Browns, and the Titans. So that's the division they're playing, and you play the same person as far as effort-wise. So whoever was in last place in the AFC East, which would have either been, let's see here. Was it the Jets? So yeah, the Bills, the Dolphins. I think it's the Jets. Jax, why did Raiders go to sign number one wide receiver? Okay. I bought 2 Raiders jerseys on eBay for $84 brand new. Oh, okay. Are they good Chinese jerseys? You're overinflating Sean Payton's ability. He doesn't have Drew Brees to help him. But I think that that Drew Brees or Bo Nix could become that guy, Matt. That's just me. That's just me. I might be mistaken with that. I just think that Sean Payton can do a lot with Bo Nix in his second year. I just think he can do that. So I think Nix will be a better player, and Sean Payton's going to help him out immensely. Jackson, why didn't Raiders go to sign number one wide receiver? They signed Besh, who was their second rounder. They signed Dante Thornton, who is their fourth rounder. They signed Tommy Mallet, which was like a sixth or seventh rounder. So they signed 3 wide receivers, Bruce. I'm not sure why. Lester Hayes and Cliff Branch. Yeah. Les could mean many different. Oh, they're not Chinese. Okay. Oh, so are they like they're like eBay classics that people had? That's not bad. We have Broxley number 1, and we drafted Dante and Besh as our good. Thank you there, Matt, for answering. A company in Pennsylvania. Well, okay. Well, Jimmy, send me the information. Because I got a nice. I don't remember if it was a knockoff or if I got it from. I can't, but it's a nice Phil Villapiano jersey. I wanted a Phil jersey, so if I go see Phil, I can have him sign it. I wanted a Phil Villapiano jersey. Copy, but yeah, send me the link. Okay, and let's see what Bishop has to say. Here's the deal. Schedule is hard for the Chiefs, and it could come to a tie somewhere. No team in our division will run away that less healthy and a bit of luck and time. Yeah, that's why I said, my estimation, the top team and the number 4 team are only going to be separated by 4 games. That's what I think. We should go to see our tight end being the number one receiver. Well, Ed, you remember when Dave Casper and Todd Christensen, well, specifically Todd Christensen, when Todd Christensen was there, he was our number one receiver. He had over 100 catches. I remember that. Todd Christensen. You get someone else before game one. Okay. Numbers are stitched. Okay. That's nice. Brock and Jacoby are quality weapons. I agree. Our division is much more competitive than before. That's true. And thank you, Ed, for telling me what I just said. Todd Christensen had what he have, like 112? Somebody looked this up. I think it was 112 receptions, and he was the tight end. He was our number one receiver. So it doesn't matter if he's a tight end. What matters is how many catches he gets. And yet, Christensen was a generational player. Brock Bowers might be that guy. I think so. And I think that they were talking about maybe, and this was clickbait. I don't know why I clicked on it. Was that maybe Michael Mayer gets traded to DC for their receiver with the McLaren because they need a tight end. So that might happen. Yeah, Christensen was a big boy. Company called Top Sports Memorabilia. Okay. So they make the jerseys or they acquire the jerseys? I mean, I'd keep Michael Mayer, run 2 tight end sets, and just who you in a cover. You got Michael Mayer who can block and catch, Brock Bowers who can catch and block it occasionally. You run 2 tight ends. Then you have, Jacoby Myers, Jack Besh, DeAndre Thornton. Thank you, Matt Marinovich, coming through. 83 to 86, you had 1,000 receptions, yards each year. Okay, well, send me the information. Hey, now it's definitely official from outside of Raider Nation because Clayton Heron, my favorite, awesome Bronco buddy. Good to see you there as well, Clayton. I guess nobody wants to commit. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Thank you there, Clayton. Smash the like button. Share. Great way to top off a Sunday night. Yeah, you got it there, Clayton. Camp next month. Camp's in July, right? Late July. I know that the Raiders Golden Knights softball game is there coming up. I know. I said we had. Wow, thank you, Matt. 6'3", 225. And remember, he started out as a fullback. Al Davis was known for taking great running backs, those guys that were great running backs, and making them great tight ends. Started with Billy Cannon. Billy Cannon, I think, was a Heisman. I got his autograph somewhere on one of my mini helmets. Got a Billy Cannon autographed mini helmet. I got to look at it. So yeah, go from great small running backs, or not small, great running backs, and making them great tight ends. Billy Cannon, he did that with Billy Cannon. He did it with Ty Christensen. I think Ethan Horton was another one. And look that up. I mean, I can look at it. And Bishop's talking trash. And thank you, Clayton, with the Denver Broncos for life. Blessings to you, Clayton, on that one. And thank you for being a loyal viewer. I appreciate that. Son's graduation party at the Cub Scouts. Well, you've had a lot going on, Clayton. You know, when football's around the corner, when they're showing the CFL? Was it the Canadian Football League? Is that on TV? Was it if I remember right, it's like the Toronto Argonauts, Winnipeg Blue Bombers, the Montreal Alouettes, the Saskatchewan Roughriders. There's 4. There are at least 4 CFL teams. Did you hear Gino today at the youth football game said that's why they pay me the big bucks and hasn't thrown a pass yet? Well, that's true. Got criticized big time. Well, I would imagine that. Myers and going over, Chip is going with 12. Okay, so that's good. Clayton comes in with, I'm getting so jacked up this year. Bo going to shine. I said so too. And healthy, great running backs. I'm thinking outstanding receivers. Oh boy, our tight end and number 1 offensive line and stout defense. That's why I picked the Broncos to win the division. It's why I picked the Denver Broncos to win a division. This evening on TV, watch the field and see the goal post by the goal line. Reminds me of the games in the 60s and 70s. Yeah, I know Jimmy Farrell, like the old school with the goal post at the end zone, front of the end zone. And what I find is weird is that when they go and you have the 50. Was this when the boat blows up? No. Okay, I thought this was when the boat blew up. Yeah, something else. But they have the 50-yard line, and then the next yard marker is the C. Then they have the 50-yard line again. That's unique too. And it's wider. The end zones are 20 yards. You know, CFL is amusing. CFL is amusing. Gotta see what he does and pray and hope bodes well. Yeah, I got you. But looks like I'm about talked out. I'm, honestly, I got to get up early. Can't wait to see my. I can't wait either. Really, I can't wait. Yeah, Jimmy Farrell, the field is wider. Yeah, field's wider. It's longer. The end zone is double the end zone. It's 20 yards deep, and it's wider. It's wider. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I will Google because I'm fine. How wider is a CFL field from an NFL? I'll tell you in a second, Jimmy. It is 35 feet wider. CFL fields are 65 yards wide, while NFL fields are 53 and a third yards wide, according to BetMGM and SportingNews.com. So it's wider, it's longer, it's bigger. So there's your answer. You wanted to know how much? I got it. I got it out for you. No, the end zone. No, the end zone that's longer. They said it was 65 yards wider. I just read it. Okay, it's 65 yards wide, period. But it's 35 feet wider than an NFL field. That's the answer. 35 feet. Yeah, and I got you, Ed. I'm gonna get some rest. Take care, Ed. I'm about ready to bounce. I want to say thanks to everybody for being here. I just don't want to just pop out. I don't just want to pop out, but I am tired. So it's been great spending Sunday with you. And yes, Bishop, this is fun arguing with Bishop. It was. I think tonight's argument was a little more civil, than it was last time. But I'll see my buddy AJ sometime, God willing, inshallah. God willing, I'll see my buddy AJ sometime. AJ, we got to go out to that. We got to go out to that place we went for that one night. With the for steak, right? It was the Mexi steak place. You remember it? We had a good meal, and the owner, she was hot. She was gorgeous. And AJ, aka Bishop, and I have pictures. Bishop, I think, was single at the time. Guys, it's been a while. It's been a while. I don't know if your wife's watching or listening. Don't worry, AJ's wife. He only has eyes for you, dear. So we're going to end with that. I'm going to go get some rest. So take care. Everybody else have a great Sunday. I will be back. I'll be back this week. I'll be back Thursday. I won't ask you to eat anywhere I won't eat. Okay, yeah. Well, but I'm still waiting on barbecue from AJ's house. That I am waiting on. Chip says he cooks some mean Q, some mean steak on the grill. That I'm waiting on. So when we do that, also Angelo, for those in Vegas, go out with Angelo to China Mama for the best Chinese food. It's China Mama in Vegas. There's a Thai place I went with a previous. I'll just call her a bimbo. Went to a nice Thai place with a bimbo. I'll just say that. Ed knows what I'm talking about. And But China Mama is good for Chinese food with Angelo and his wife. I got to do that again. Find that Thai place that I had with the bimbo. Remember, Dupar's is excellent for pancakes. Hollywood even says so. He won't even eat. He won't even eat anybody, or he will eat other people's pancakes, but Dupar's, and we will be there for the first Raider Nation breakfast for week 2. We'll be having breakfast. I think it'll be on that Saturday. But I got to change my flights to get out there. I think I got to get out there Thursday night because I got to be at the school on Friday morning. That opener weekend's going to be busy, and I got to be driving back from. I think I'm driving as of right now. I'll see if I might have to get, and I don't know if Jeff is still here. I'm going to try to drive, but I'll see if I'm. I want to drive because I want to see the Phillies play the Monday after the game. They're playing the Mets in Philadelphia. I remember that. I looked at the schedule. So anyway, we'll see you y'all this week. Have a great week. Phillies play the Padres, which should be good for the Dodgers, who are playing the White Sox. So they'll be helping you out. And I hear Bishop saying, "Oh, that lead got better. That lead got better." But we'll see. But anyway, have a great week. Great seeing you. It was good seeing the ladies up in here. I remember that they had, Becky Gus was here, and Dory. My Dory was here, which was great. So take care, everybody. I'm going to bed. I'm gonna get something to eat real quick. Now I'm going to bed. So take care. We'll see you for the next.